just can't keep it.
A Sunday service at New Covenant Baptist Church of Orlando, Florida, and LaVon Bracey, the pastor's wife, was about to address the congregation again on her favorite topic.
What am I going to talk about? Voting. We're going to vote early.
Voting has been on Bracey's mind a lot lately. She admits she's a partisan Democrat and a big fan of the president. And so both in and out of church, she works as a one-woman voter registration drive.
You know what precinct?
But she says it got more difficult last year when Florida's Republican-controlled legislature passed a bill that made scores of changes to the state's election rules.
It streamlines the ballot. It protects voters from intimidation.
Voting rights groups said some aspects of the bill, which were intended to prevent alleged voter fraud, simply made it more difficult to register and vote.
Not a person in this room wants to prevent an eligible voter from voting.
Dennis Baxley is the state legislator who introduced the bill that changed Florida's rules for voter registration. He says he introduced the bill because the state's electorate is so closely divided.
I think it's very naive to think that people don't try to stuff things in the ballot box. How can you take the position of defending the vote of dead people and ineligible voters?
And you talk about dead voters, ineligible voters. How much evidence of that is there?
Well, why should we wait? I mean, do we have to wait until there's a forest fire before we take appropriate precautions? Government's constantly criticized for waiting until there's a crisis before they act. Don't wait until you have a constitutional crisis.